time to go, nobody too injured, ill, nothing to worry about. Okay, so setting ourselves up as usual then, standing nice and tall, drawing that tummy in, our shoulders back, feet underneath hips, and then just gently take that forward, so you have to push that toe down, back till just before you think you're going to fall. If you are, take that step, and just gently, a few times, forwards, and back. Spot now, nicely balanced, not leaning forwards or back, hands onto hips, or one hand just in front behind, tilting that pelvis under, and then back. That's under, and so literally just tilting the pelvis there, just loosening up that lower back, setting our neutral spine, helping our posture. That's it. A couple more times. That spot where we've got that neutral spine, we're balanced, we're standing tall, and our feet start to move, pressing down through the ball of your foot into the ground. That's it. Gently pushing down. That's it. Letting the arms join in, swinging those arms through, just doing that walking movement, so from the shoulder, opposite arm to leg. So the range of movement starts to increase. Bringing them up a little bit more. Other hands pressing back, so we're starting to get that stretch. And higher still. Bringing those arms up. Taking those arms all the way up now. Still pushing that foot down into the ground. A few more. Good. One more each side. And bring that back down. Okay, so nice and tall again. Just going to open those arms out. Sweep it through. Open up with those shoulder blades, slight bend of the knee, open up chest out, just deep breath as you open up, blow it out as you sweep down. That's good, getting all that air in and then blow it out. A few more times. Open up and sweep. Good. Two more. And bring that back up. So we're still standing nice and tall. Again, feet under hips. Bring those arms up, slight bend in the elbows. We're just going to rotate the upper body, keeping the head still, hips forwards. So we've just got that upper body rotating at the moment, just letting those shoulders twist. Just starting to release that upper back. And then let your eyes start to follow your hands. Just gently around, not too fast, we don't want to bounce at the end. That's it. Sweep that through. Release your heel so we can turn, looking all the way around. That's it. Just keeping that going nice and smooth and steady. Gently through. Couple more. That back. Give yourself a few seconds for any dizziness just to settle there. And standing tall again. Let's just bring one knee up, then the other. Aiming to keep standing as still and tall as you can. So bring that knee up to about hip level if you're able. That's good. Keeping that going. Thinking about that balance and posture, about being tall and still. We're going to add to it on your next one. So we're going to open that knee out to the side, keeping the hips forwards. That's it. Times. So keep those hips pointing forwards as you rotate that knee outwards. Good. One more each leg. And bring that back in. So you're going to take the weight onto one leg now. Just gently sweep the other leg through. Tall and still again. Try to minimise the lean to the side just enough so your foot can clear the floor. That's it. Couple more. Bringing it down, switching legs. So take the weight over to the other side and just gently taking that leg through. That's it. Taking your weight back over onto the first leg. You're going to draw that circle around your standing leg. So toes just skimming the ground as you try and draw that circle around. So that leg that's moving, that's there to try and disrupt your balance. So the rest of your body has to work to keep you standing upright. Set yourself over onto the other leg, so standing tall again. Going to sweep that around. Gently through. Aiming to stand tall and still and balanced. That's it. Steady as we go. Trying to minimise that wobble. If you do overbalance, tap the toe down, reset, start again. A couple more. And bring that back down. Well done. Feet back now nicely under those hips, feet pointing forwards. We're just going to squat that down and back up. Aiming for at 90 degrees at the knees if you can. If not, just wherever you feel comfortable. We're You don't need to go right down to the ground or anything. That's it, keeping that head up, looking forwards. That's it. Good, just keep that going. Standing up tall in between. Change it up a little bit. So this time we're going to pulse as we go down. So we're going to go down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring it up. Out. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. Keep that going. Excellent. Just keep that nice and steady. More time. Good. One more time now. Sail down and bring back up. So taking those feet out wider, so roughly probably width of our toes, just slightly outwards. And we're going to stop down and up. Keep that head and chest raised, looking up. That's it. Good, nice and steady. Lower that down. Bring yourself up. So it's a good squeeze of the inner thighs and the bum as you're pushing back up, lifting back up. Two more. I'm just going to change it up a little. So this time, as we're going to go down, we're going to pause, we're going to turn, and up. Down. Good. And keep that going. Good. Two more. One now, and bring that back up. Well done. Okay, if you're not towards the end of your mat, just move to the back, looking lengthways along, feet back under those hips, starting nice and tall. Let's roll it down, dive those hands, tuck the chin, curl the shoulders down towards the feet, slowly unroll up, stack those vertebrae, bringing it up. Keep that going. In your own time, at your own pace. If you do really struggle with lower back or hamstrings, we can soften those knees as we come down. Gently increase and stand. That's it. Gives a lovely stretch out release of all that postural chain. Good. Couple more. Good. This time I want you to stop at the bottom. Letting that hang. Heavy head, heavy hands. Easing that out. And let's then just sweep around those feet. Adding that little bit of movement. Gently around. Good. some of that blood pressure drop back down out the head. Good. Sweeping and rolling down again, down towards the floor. Let's take those hands to the mat, walk it out forwards into that straight arm plank position. You've got that nice straight line from shoulders down to feet, or if you're working from the knees, shoulders to knees in a straight line. That's it. You're going to hold that for a few more seconds. And 3, 2, 1. Take it down onto those knees, sit it back onto your heels, stretching out through in that child's pose. That's a good reach through your shoulders there. Can you walk those fingers forwards a fraction more? Really reach out through that back. That's good. And you bring that back up. Okay, we're going to start face down on your mat. So I want you to lay lengthways down, legs extended, bring your arms up to that 90-degree position. So just got your hands down on the floor, so forearms resting on the ground. So we're going to start with your torso raise. So your forearms will stay in contact with the ground. You just lift head and chest off the floor, using the muscles down the center of the back to do that lift, and then slowly back down. So your arms are just for position rather than doing the lift. So the muscles are in your back, but doing that lift. Bring it up, control that down. Nice and steady. Feel those muscles down the center of your spine working. So if you do spend a lot of time at the desk, tend to lean forward to get those rounded shoulders. So these next exercises are going to help with that. Going to strengthen that spine. We're going to work around the back of the shoulders shortly. Good. One more. We're going to extend it. So next time, when we hit that sort of dead spot at the top, that's when we extend our arms. So lift, extend up, really good stretch of the spine. Control it all the way down. Lift, extend, control. That's good. Keep that moving. That's it. Just in your own time, bring that up, extend that up. That's good. So 2 more. Lowering that down 1 more time. That mat. Good. We're going to stay in the same position. So from here, we're going to do our arm and leg lift. So we're going to raise your right arm, keeping your forearm parallel to the ground. Lift the arm up, opposite leg, lift up off the ground, long and straight leg. Lower it down, left leg, left arm, right leg. Lower that down. That's good. Right arm, left leg. So that movement's coming from around the back of the shoulder. That shoulder blade's travelling towards the centre of your spine. We're not reaching forwards or anything. Forearm stays parallel to the ground. Lift that up. And the lift for the leg starts in the lower back, goes through the glute, into the hamstrings and lift. That's it. Good, so a nice and steady lift and down. That's good. Next other side. Bring it down. So nice nice and steady. Always keep it controlled. Aim to keep those hips and shoulders level, so we're not trying to twist the torso. Good. 2 more to each side. And then we're resting that down. So still lying on the floor, I want you to extend your arms forwards out in front. From here, we're going to raise our head, chest and arms, and then reach those arms around till we touch behind. Bring them back in front, lower it down. We raise, reach round and touch, bring them forwards and lower down. Good. Just keep that going, so steady away. One more, we're going to try and add our legs in. So 1 more arms. This time, when we lower down, I want you to pull your feet together. Try and bring your feet up towards your bum as your knees go wide, and then lengthen back out, back to the arms. Touch, back in front, pull those feet together, knees go wide, and back out. Almost like a breaststroke swimming movement. So sliding those feet in as the knees are going as wide as we can. Good. 2 more of each. Okay, we're going to take it over onto your side now. So you need to lay out, extend it out on the mat, legs nice and long and straight, arm underneath your head. Take that hand in front of the body for balance if you need. Or if you're feeling really confident with your balance, you can take that front hand away and challenge yourself. But we're going to start just with a single leg lift. So with those legs extended, drawing your waist away from that, feet off the ground if you feel able. If not, rest that bottom leg down. Absolutely fine either way. We're just bringing that top leg steadily up, slowly back down. That's it. Excellent. 2 more. And just rest that down. So staying on the same side. You're going to rest on that hip bone still, picking your feet just up off the floor if you're able. And we're going to scissor those legs forwards and back. Long, straight legs. So we're just pivoting on that hip bone. That's it. Those legs sweeping forwards and back, both legs moving if we're able. That's it. So just sweeping that through. Doesn't need to be a huge movement. We're not trying to do the splits in there, but we're keeping those legs long and straight. That's good. Couple more. And resting that down. So now I want you to keep your arms where they are, but just bend the knees up in front. We're going to keep our feet together. If you're able, lift those knees just off the floor. We're going to open up that top knee, so like that muscle shell. Aiming to keep our hips stacked, so we're not rolling back onto our bum. We've got one hip on top of the other, feet together, pivot up and open that top knee. That's good. Take two more. And then just resting that down, keeping the knees where they are, but resting on the floor. Now bring your arm out at 90 degrees to the body, other hand on top. So you've got both hands straight out in front of you. And we're going to open the door, but this time we're going to open over the top. And then I want you to draw a semicircle around your head on the floor. When you get back to the front, we're going to draw that semicircle back the other way and close over the top. So whichever way your hand comes back to the center, that's the way you start. So open up over, draw it around, draw it back, close over the top. That's it. Getting a really nice stretch and release and a good rotation of that upper body. Really helps to stretch out your back. That's good. Adding a little bit of rotation in there. Loosening out the shoulders. Good. One more each way. Around. Okay, so take yourself over onto your other side. We'll do it in reverse order. So we're going to start with the open door. So hands out at 90 degrees, knees are bent. We'll take that hand over the top, draw that around, and then back the other way, close it over the top. Good, nicely done. That's it, let's do one more each way. Back and bring those back together. So let's keep our knees bent up now. Extend that hand back underneath your head, hand in front for balance, keeping those knees together. Let's pick them up off the ground if you're able, and then open that top knee. So working around that hip joint into the glute there to lift and rotate that knee. go to the gym or other things like that, we tend to do lots of straight line movements, or if we run or cycle and things, everything's in a straight line. It doesn't rotate and twist. So this is going to make sure we keep that strength in and around the hips to help with those movements, that twisting, turning, helping your balance. That's it. A few more times, keeping those hips stacked, trying to make sure we don't roll back onto the bum. Really good. Couple more. Rest that down, straighten those legs out again. So we've got nice long legs, resting on that hip bone. Let's pick the feet up off the floor and scissor those feet forwards and back. Yeah, it doesn't need to be huge movement. Trying to keep those legs nice and straight if we're able. Pivoting on that hip. Good. A few more times. A couple more, and feet back together. Give it a few seconds if you need. You can use a knuckle or something to release that muscle a little bit, and back to that single leg lift. So feet just off the floor if you can. Raise that top leg, keep it nice and controlled so it's not too fast. Those hips are still stacked. That's good. Again, the sort of exercise that feels really easy for a few, and then it gradually gets a bit warmer. And by the end, it feels like it's starting to burn a little bit. That's it. Good. Keeping that going. Excellent. Two more. And rest that back down. Well done. Okay, we're going to take it over onto your backs now. So I want you to lay back just with your knees bent up. So we're laying back on that mat, and then hands are pointing up to the ceiling. We're going to start with that basic leg slide, so just one foot extends forwards, heel just skimming the ground, so it's not lifting high, literally skims the floor. And then we're going to take the arm action in, so we're going to do a double arm. So as the leg extends, both arms drop back, as the leg comes back, hands raised. As those arms drop, breathe out as you lift. That's it. Nice and steady. Really focus on that technique as the arms dropping as the leg extends. Arms raised as that foot comes back in. Breathing in and exhale. That's it. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Keep it going. A few more. So one more each leg. And bring that back. So bring our feet up now into that tabletop position. So shins are parallel to floor and ceiling. 90-degree bend at your hip. You're going to take those hands pointing up towards the ceiling. You're going to start with your toe tap. So one leg just pivots at the hip, toe taps to the floor, opposite arm drops behind the head. So drop it down, raise them up. Breathing in as you drop, breathing out as you lift. Just keeping a little check on your lower back. Is that arch extending? Is that raising off the mat? If it is, engage that core, tilt the pelvis back under, lower that back to its neutral position. That might be flat on the floor, but most people have a slight curve at the bottom of the spine. So it's just having that natural position for you. That's good. Keeping it going. We'll do a couple more each side. Last ones. And bring that up, feet down to the floor. Just slowly bring yourself up to sitting. That's it, so you're sitting nice and tall there, back straight, knees are bent. Just take those arms forwards. I'm going to gently roll that back, just as far back as you feel comfortable, back up to sitting tall. So looking through those hands, keeping that focus forwards, sit up tall. So if your strength allows you to go almost to the mat, fantastic. But for the moment, we just take it part way, absolutely fine. Work to our own ability. That's it. So next time, as we go back, we're going to lower, we're going to pause, we're going to beat the hands 5 times, and then bring it up. Anytime you find any of the movements too much, stick with the basic one or take a little breather. That's it, well done, couple more. That's good. One more time. And bring that back up. Last one, just extend those legs back out straight. We're going to lay all the way back, hands around behind the head. And let's try and roll it up. Can we keep the feet down on the ground as we roll up? So tuck that chin, roll the shoulders, curling it up, reaching for those feet. Control it back. All the way, lower that down. Good, couple more. Next time we come up, we're going to stop at those feet. We're going to reach for those toes. That's good. Can we grab them? If not, grab the ankles, the shins, the knees, wherever you can get to. Have a good stretch out through those hamstrings and that back. And gently release. So still sitting, bring those feet in together, letting those knees drop. Either just let gravity take the pressure down, or you can use your elbows, take that stretch slightly further if you need. coming up to your feet. Bring yourself up, standing tall. One foot forwards, other leg back. That back leg straight, feet pointing forwards. Hands together, open up that spine. Pulling those shoulder blades apart. Good. And release, switching those feet. Other foot back this time, standing tall. Hands into the lower back, open up that chest. Good. And bring that back, so standing tall, picking one foot up. Good, change legs. That down. Last one, feet nice and wide. Let's just sweep that down low. Bring it up. One more will take us to our toes as we reach for the sky. Going up for 3, 2, 1, and relax that down. Well done, everybody.